11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof on Radio.
Or you're either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
Welcome to the new Goof on Radio stream. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Welcome to a new evolutionary part of the show. Yes, I may be a little grainy tonight because the new computer didn't come with the camera like the old one did, because it was the all-in-one, but I had to buy a new monitor. Forgot that I had to buy a camera, so I'm using an old webcam that's 15 years old. It goes up to 480p. I think it might be 720. Whatever it is, it's not high def. So I am coming to you crooked and grainy. Look at that. I'm all disheveled. This is going to be a good short show. Oh, yeah, let's... We forgot to turn the lights on here at Goof on Radio. Hold on. There it comes. There we go. Now we've got professionalism. Well, let's see. What's the difference? Hey, it is different. Holy shit. All right. So we're here. We've got the new computer. We did a test stream today, and we're still going to be testing some things out because I may or may not have the right computer. Guys, it's a long story, but I want to welcome everybody here. I don't have the normal chat room because I'm using OBS again. It's more fun than StreamYard. So StreamYard is gone. The only reason I got StreamYard is because the computer kept crashing. It wasn't fast enough to run a stream that was live on YouTube. And now I can stream everywhere, multiple platforms, which is the goal, right? So I want to do a little bit of a roll call since I'm looking at the show on my phone. Let's say hi to B. Baker. What do you say? 2 B's are better than 1. Mr. B. Baker. Grimwich. Not Salem. Very good. Maureen Green Manalishi was here super early. Good to see you. Carlos Claro. Very nice to see you. It is beautiful. What does he say? It says Amiga 500. It's a major upgrade. Yeah, it is. It is a major upgrade. Alec Ray, yo! Jocko Johnson, very happy for me. 2 J's are better than 1, the best name in the business. Jocko Johnson says, very happy for you, Rich. Congrats and good luck. Sound and look great. You know what? The sound is way better. I don't know what is going. It must be the graphics card and all that other jargon. Holy crap! A super chat from Pat for $20. Thank you very much. Hey, I get to see the actual animation. There it is. You can see it on the side there dancing around. Yeah, this is a little different. Anyway, thanks for that, Pat. That is so cool. I don't even mention Super Chat anymore because it's like, you know, I'll show you an example why. Anyway, Nathan, welcome to the show. Nathan Allen, Nathan Nitsky. Nathan, Frapsap. What do you say, Frapsapper? The Frapsapper. First Floor Audio. Welcome back from an earlier stream today. Welcome back to the show. Martin Reeder's in the house. Martin R. MR, Mr. Looking good, feeling fine. He says... Remember that in, what was that, Trading Places? Looking good! What was the guy's name? Feeling good! Thank you very much for that, Pat. Let me scroll back up. Pat, whoa, I already did you. There, you already donated the whole thing. We went through that. I don't expect a ton of people to be here at the moment, but we're you know, I don't. Joe Clark made it. The boxer, Joe Clark. FAP. Oh, I already did you. Did I already say you? Frapsap? No, I said Frapsap. FAP in the house. And everybody else joining in. Welcome to the new and improved Goof on Radio stream. Guys, it is going to be so much better. I could tell you that without even today. I was downloading a game, at the same time running a video, showing me, and I believe there was one other thing. I was trying to push the speed to the limit. So take it to the limit one more time. Take it! I get so emotional. To the limit. One more time. Hey, Chuck Bam with a $2 super chat. Chuck Bam, thank you, ma'am. I didn't miss it. It was out of the corner of my eye. I got to put this phone. Oh, look at that. That's actually a nice little place for the show. See, but what it does, even though I'm looking at the show on my phone, that's like opening another browser. I don't want that. I want to have a chat room that's on the screen, babe. Eventually, you guys are going to see it. Because tomorrow's show, it's going to look totally different. The wall, the screen, man, we're going to go places we never thought we can go. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. All right, let's get the show on the road. So tonight's show, let me tell you, I had a very stressful day today. And I want to say something to my good friend Alien Addict over in Great Britain who put up with me today. Some of you may have seen how upset I was getting, and that was true frustration, and Ollie was putting up with that. It's not like we're in the same country, but I feel bad for the guy hearing voice chats going, "It ain't working! I don't know!" Like a little I don't want to say a little bitch. What do you mean women are bitches? Can you complain? Well, we're in that canceling culture right now. Oh, God, I see myself. I don't want to see me there's like a 5-second delay. Oh, I can put the microphone right in front of it. But then you see how I jerry-rigged my mic. And I'm getting a new mic as well next week. So this whole mic stand thing is going to be gone. I'm just going to have a mic sitting on the desk. A big Johnson just sitting up here. I'll grab a hold of it and start talking into it. All right. So speaking of this culture we're living in, because look, ufology just yesterday on Grant Cameron's show, what is it, the White House UFOs, something like that, right? You can find them on YouTube. I'm going to play a clip. But they had like 8-9 people talking about the Admiral Wilson documents. Oh, Joe Murgia was there, and Grant was there, and Richard Dolan was the MC in the thing, and then you had Bob McGuire up there, and they had it set up. It looked like you were watching the beginning of the Brady Bunch. Here's the story of Admiral Wilson. He knew he was much more than a talk. There were 8 men and 1 woman. They talked and talked and talked. Till the one day when McGuire got this letter, and they knew it was much more than a hunch. That this group, they formed all together, and they're known as the UFO Twitter group, the UFO Young Guns, the Twitter Young Guns. They're as dumb and as funny as I remember. Then they have the intro music, and you see Marsha running down the stairs. All right, so there's a guy I've been watching called Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy is what I would consider the brother from another mother. That's a nice thing to say, because he says the things that I can't. He says the things that you can't. Now, we all know ufology's 99.8% Caucasian males. The other 0.01 is women. The other 0.01 is minorities. That's the bottom line. But Sotomayor is a black man who says things that we can't say. Now, in the wake of Chaz Chop or the Autonomous Zone and coronavirus, which is still running rampant, a mother of 8 was shot and killed, and he talks about it because of the culture that we're in. And I just thought it was interesting. It has nothing to do with ufology, but I don't care for tonight, because tomorrow the new channel's going to be out. Yeah, it was supposed to be out today, but I decided to just chill for today just work on the computer, which is what I did. I didn't even go droning. Today. I'm just saying. That's how much this meant to me to make sure we have a fairly decent show. As you can see, this is in high definition. If I go full screen on this, bada boom, it still looks good. So I'm going to play this for a few minutes. I like Tommy. He don't know I'm playing it, but I'll let him know. I don't think he'd be mad, though. But anyway, I wanted to play it just so we have something to talk about. But then we'll get into the Wilson document show. Ugh. Exactly.
If I do one story about a mother of 8 being shot and killed, you think, well...
Come visit our newest Colfax furniture and mattress location in Burlington off of Alamance Road. And we're celebrating with...
Stop with your fuck shit.
He does swear a little bit.
Can't just be coming up in here just announcing your present like this. Anyway, if you thought...
Even he has technical problems. I want to show you something. So... I have it paused, so the number's up in the top left. This guy makes like $1,000 a show. It's ridiculous.
That one story in probably the last 10 years of a mother.
He's making $200,000 a year just on that.
You think, well, that's one too many, wouldn't you? You'd say that's a lot of damn stories. But let me ask you something. Would you be surprised if there was yet another story of a woman with 8 kids being shot too? Hopefully this time she wasn't shot by James Ingram.
What the hell?
Right now, Royal Furniture is having our of the year.
I love it when he has problems, because then I feel like I'm doing everything right, and it still doesn't matter.
There's another mother, another one, and another one.
Look at how clear this comes in.
This year... This one happened in Memphis, Tennessee. A mother of 8 was shot and killed on Parkway Village in her SUV while she sat on the phone with her friend and with some of her children in the back seat. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just one mother of 8. No, it's several more women.
All right, since I just looked down, I keep forgetting the chat room because it's not in front of me like it normally is, but... I'm reading a comment from Carlos saying, wow, Rich, your video output, what we see, is much, much better. Yeah, it's 1080. I was playing everything at 480 just to keep the power minimized on the old computer. Capiche? So far, so good? All right, let me know if you see anything other than me tonight. My video is still on 480p, me, because of the camera situation. I was gonna go buy a camera, but I fell asleep. It's okay. It's not gonna kill us, but what it does, it'll show you the difference. Anyway, Tommy's talking about these women with 8 kids, and it's just funny stuff. I just like hearing how he speaks, and he says a lot of stuff that you and I want to say but can't. See, that makes me very angry right there. I know. I'm not used to this. I'll get used to showing me and the picture at the same time. There we go. See, I love OBS. I get different camera angles. I could have 2 cameras, which, we'll do. There's just so many different things. All right.
Look at her. That's her and all 8 of her kids. And they got a GoFundMe up.
God, it looks so good, doesn't it?
Sharice Walker.
Thank you. Hey, Missy.
Here's what the GoFundMe says. It says a mother of 8 was shot and killed Wednesday afternoon in Park Village.
What's up, Lee?
They done took the news. They just cut. Wow.
What do you mean it'll do? It'll do. It'll do. Exactly. It'll do because it should have been doing for a year. Look, the show got bigger. The donations came in. The computer was purchased because of you. So all of you who are here supporting, liking, sharing, subscribing, donating, it's all because of you. I am just a figurehead of nothing. I'm nothing without you.
I'm not y'all. I'm not playing with y'all.
See?
I'm show y'all what they did.
He says what I just wanted to say.
Niggas, but I'm upset at these niggas.
I ain't playing.
I'm show y'all what they did.
I'm gonna show you what.
I'm currently reading an article. This is how I knew it so quick.
Okay, what if I just repeated verbatim what he says? Let's see how that works. No, I can't do that.
I'm reading an article talking about the debt. Okay, so they were looking for $5,000. They got $4,000. They needed some white people to give a shit. And since there's no white liberals that care about black people killing black people because they don't make a fuss out of it, they didn't make the money. Parkway Village. Okay, let me tell you something. They copied and pasted the whole motherfucking article that I'm currently reading right there. They copied and pasted the article, complete with quotes and everything. They copied and pasted it and put it right up in here. Ain't that a bitch?
1080.
They didn't even try.
Told you, Gutter.
That's the GoFundMe. Them your people, Huggy. These are your people up here in Ratchet Town, USA. Fuck it, let's break some news.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to...
You see all these graphics and everything? We'll get there. We'll get to this point. Just, let me learn. I got a lot to learn from what I understand. It's not going to be hard. It's just going to, give me a couple of weeks. But we'll do everything. We're going to have transitions. We're going to have, everything. We're going to have on the other channel, which I'm making, putting on the final touches, so it'll be ready for tomorrow, which will be the weekend show. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I don't know what to do. I was thinking going Monday, Wednesday, Friday here, Tuesday, Thursday on the other show, and then the weekends. I mean, that's just the time I need off. Because I'm going to be working again. Man, look how clear that's coming in. Look at that. Man, we are so lucky. I can't thank you guys enough. What's up, Andrew Montano? Hey, Happily Bodge, Frapsep again. Some other people were here. Brett Lewis, Arizona Lerps. How you two guys doing? Or I guess you're guys, right? I got a 98% chance of getting that one right. I don't know if Missy heard me, but I said, hey, Missy. Guys, I noticed one thing today, and I lowered the volume ridiculously low, that when the intro was playing, I realized that it was blaring. So let me know if this is I lowered the volume to exactly where it needs to be so it matches my voice. I couldn't do that with StreamYard. So, I'm feeling myself around with the new stuff. Guys are awesome. This is so much fun. I'll show you the unboxing video. It was in the other video. It's only 2 minutes because you'll see. And I took a picture of the desk. We'll get to all that.
TNN News, raw and uncut, with your host, Tom Sotomayor.
I can't even play that music.
So you can call them.
Whoa, what happened?
They don't be caring.
Oh, that was him.
Let's get to the story.
Oh, man. Oh, the screen went black. Oh, I thought I lost the camera for a second. I'm like, here we go. I'm starting to have the glitch. It's really good now running the computer because supposedly this is the busy time when everybody's playing the internet, and this is when we always crashed and had problems. We haven't crashed once. Here or on the practice.
Another mother with 8 children.
Another mother got
left
killed.
Her children.
How does that happen?
Because she got shot and killed while sitting on the phone, sitting in her car. And maybe I'm stupid or something, but why are these people always sitting in their car?
Can be louder.
Just chilling.
What can be louder?
Was this a second story
You have to be specific, Gutter.
A kid got shot.
I can't read minds.
6. It was crimes. Today it's
when you say it can be louder, you got to let me know what can be louder. Me? The video? Because I did lower it a lot. And I want the levels to just barely touch the yellow. They were in the red. My mic. Oh, really? Okay, thank you. All right, let's try that. That should be a little bit better. How's that sound? The sound is low on the video? Okay. All right, good. Thanks, guys. All right, this should take care of me. Tell me if that sounds a little bit better. By the way, we only have a 7 to 8 second delay. Before we were at 30 seconds to 45. So we're fine. That's better? Okay. Oh, good. Okay, good. This is why we do this. I know, funny as it may sound, but I didn't know about the mic. I mean, the mic wasn't even part of the conversation today, nor was the audio. I just assumed it was fine. Then I listened to it and realized there is a problem. Everything's too low, too high. All right. Now, most of the shows are going to be... Okay, good. Sounds good, Mike. Why? Okay, good. Yeah, I noticed the I was significantly lower than everything else. So thank you. We're working through. I think we're there.
Broken glass littering the street. Last night around 6, it was crime scene tape and police lights.
As Gutter Gawker would say, you guys are awesome.
Covering Coldwood Avenue. Family telling us it's where 35-year-old Cherie Walker lost her life.
She was
35!
How does that sound? Better for him? She was 35 years old with 8 kids.
A 35-year-old mother of 8.
How does that happen?
She was a loving person.
The mother of 8 shot outside of her SUV as she tried to run and get help. Her 2 small children, just 5 months old and a year old, in the back seat. Her family telling us today
Her 2 small children, just 5-month-old and a year old.
I want to ask you guys a question. How would it be if I set up the way Tommy has it set up on his show? Put the chat room up here, maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe cut it off like right about there. Widen up this a little bit. But I don't know. What do you think? If, this is I can do it. It's very easy. I mean, you see I'm doing it now, kind of, the way this is set up. But if I put a chat room up here, would you guys want to see something like that? And does it bother you to see the money up in the ticker? Would that bother you? I need to know these things. Octomom. Yeah, remember Octomom? I'm sorry. It would help if I read it. Go ahead. Okay. I think we need to defund the police. Oh, Jocko says, I think we need to defund the police, do away with all undercover plainclothes. Hold on. You guys are moving. Plainclothes, anti-crime units, take all the police powers away, let people riot and loot as well as have peeps do whatever, and if arrested. I think that is a sarcastic remark. I can't tell. Jocko, released ASAP to commit crimes immediately. Yeah, I see what he's saying. Okay. Lunar Sparkles ask, hi Rich, told you I'd be back later. Well, we just played music with our band. How cool. God, I love it. I love bands. Arizona Lerps ask, less improvising equals smooth computing, less cash. Yeah, that's true.
Was a year old.
That's true.
She knew had been chasing her. Walker was trying to get to her family's home about 150 yards from where she stopped, but she never made it. Police calling it a domestic violence situation. Her cousin.
Oh, I see what you're saying. B. Baker says, I never like chat room display on shows that do it. It just doesn't look good and it's not that readable. Eats up too much screen real estate. This is why I'm asking. I always, here's the deal. Why put a chat room on your screen when the chat room is already available? Right? But then I realized why he's doing it. Because somebody probably said, you know, when the show's over and people watch it later, they like to see their stuff on the screen. Oh, they do? I'm sure that's what he said. Yeah, people like that. Yeah, I think you got that right. We're going to keep it up there, let people see all what they say. That's how Tommy would say it. We're going to see it all. Let everybody see the truth. 'Cause I don't give a shit. I want people to read. Y'all got to get smarter out there. Y'all white people, too much white privilege out there. You know who you are. You know who you is.
Jarvis Fluker spoke with us.
That was pretty good. I never tried doing that.
His pain clear in his voice.
It's tragic, man. I mean, it's tragedy.
Other family members we talked to today, too shaken up to speak on camera, told us Walker was a lovable mother, calling her 8 children her 8 heartbeats.
And she's actually cute. That's a cute little mom right there.
Relatives saying those children are now staying with family members as they work to cope with the loss.
She had a lot of kids, look up to her,
Other people in the neighborhood who didn't want to be identified, surprised by the violence as well.
It's peaceful. Everybody knows everybody.
Walker was set to return to work today as a security guard. Now her family is holding out hope the person responsible for her death is held accountable. In Parkway Village, Shay Arthur, WREG.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. She was set to return to her job as a security worker, and she couldn't secure herself? This nigga said them was her 8 heartbeats. She running around. You know this woman. Hey, she hadn't even started working. So the truth is, she ain't got no money.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chuck Bam, with the $2. I barely looked down and saw that, Chuck. Chuck says he is a pro. Well, I think Tommy Sotomayor has like $100,000 studio. I'm not even kidding around about the dollar there. I mean, he's a rapper, not a rapper. Well, I think he is, but he's a music guy. He's a producer. He's got incredible equipment. Hey, thank you. Lee says, for $1.99 a lira or lira or euro, that he says chat on screen is for posers and wigs. 100%. I feel the same way. You want to look at what you said? I mean, that's a little narcissistic to me, that you got to see what you wrote again. I don't like it. I think it's bad. We're not going to do that here. I promise you. Look at it. It takes up half of the screen. We're done. Yeah, once I get a negative thought, I'm done. Tommy Sotomayor is a funny guy. All right. So with this computer, oh yeah, I got to go back. All right. With this computer, let me just show you the unboxing. This is for Tommy L. Tommy L, back in the day, donated one night $400. Still the record, $400. And let me just tell you, between him and Pat, it's very close. But anyway, Tommy says, you have got to do the unboxing video for this $100. And I said, okay. So here it is. I don't think there's any sound. I don't know why. Because I have it muted? Okay. Oh, that's why I can't, because AC/DC's playing in the back. Yeah, and then Queen is on. There's the unboxing. Yeah, the place is a mess. Don't worry about that. It's all cleaned up. There we go. All this stuff was underneath the desk. I had to take it all out. Everything's clean. It looks beautiful. You guys would be happy. If your mom's out there, you know how it is when you do your cleaning. I can't get that off. You had it on there so tight. Get off! That's what I was saying. These are one of my favorite shoes. Don't know why, but they've always made me feel good. They're very comfortable. I haven't worn them in a few months. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I can't wait to see it. Oh, it's like before a big fight. No, it's nothing like that. Oh, if the computer jumped up and punched me, oh, you mean I gotta get ready? No, just sit there and watch. It's a video. It looked like 3D, you know. All right, thank you. That's the unboxing, and there is more. There is more. I don't want anything to... I mean, it's not like I'm... But let me show you a picture of the desk. Well, it's a little altered now. I just haven't taken another picture. It's very similar to what I'm going to show you. Here we go. Guys, look at that high def. Isn't that amazing what we're doing here? All right. You guys are awesome. I'm reading the chat. I'm seeing, oh, that bothers me when it falls over as a builder. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. What are the shoes wearing your compression socks? Feels good. Oh, yeah, Jocko. I feel very good wearing these compression socks. I also got socks that are... But, you know, I see people working out in these now. I see runners wearing these. Soccer players wear these. You know why? Jocko knows why. It helps with the blood flow. The recovery time is fantastic. Thanks, Lufon. Welcome to the show. I don't think I said hi. No fool. Bang the likes and subscribe, please. We do appreciate the sharing. We try to get to 50 every show. But anyway, there it is. That's the juice of the day. There's the vape, a candle. This candle is Orange Vanilla Dreamsicle. 7. Yeah, I think I've got about 4 pairs. All right. I also have the half socks that just go up a little bit. But I don't want to talk about this anymore. So I'll talk about my feet and my legs. But let's just say this. If I didn't have these socks, it'd be it's painful all the time. Excuse me. All right. Since we're here, we can go one of two ways. All right. I'm going to show you drone video because we're in 1080p. This is just a good video. There's no way around it. There's a couple of them here. The other day, some of you have seen this. I posted it in the GoofOn chat. I went to a place that it's one of the richest places. Did I play this? Hold on. There's no way you could have seen this video because it's only 2 days old. I wasn't here on Saturday. Yeah, there's no way you could have seen this. I know I send it out to people and I forget, you know, if I showed it to you guys. Anyway, all right, I'm just going to go through this and get it over with. Then we'll get back to the ufology. We're going to go back and forth. I just want to see what it looks like on a good screen. All right, here we go. See the moon that day? Look at that stuff. Isn't that amazing? Wrong way. All right, let's get to the video. This is going on the way down there. Let's take a look. Oh, this is good. Down here, this is Paradise Valley. Dr. Lynn lives down here from the Phoenix Lights. Oh, wow, look how clear this is. Not this mountain. This is amazing. So beautiful. Oh, we can go full screen. It doesn't even take. Oh, it was instant.
That's Camelback Mountain right in front of me. See it? Looks like a camel. That's the head, and then there's the hump. But from far away, this mountain here fills in the back end, and it's legitimate. It's legitimate. Of course it is. Mountains are real, aren't they? Or is it all just a dream? Notice no traffic.
Frapsap with the $2 super chat. Oh, that symbol is for the British pound, Rich. Okay, that was worth the $2. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's for the British pound. I couldn't remember. Okay, the British pound has the two lines through, or the line through it. Okay.
July 5th. Nobody behind me either.
July 5th. Oh, this was...
You can say on my mirror, objects may appear or are closer than they appear.
Oh, that's right. This was Sunday morning.
The Mandela effect said it isn't. Look, they're going to take our picture, so we'll take theirs. Fuck you, assholes. They still do photography down here.
Photography?
The only place on the planet.
They do photography.
They take your picture unconstitutionally.
See how that looks like a camel's back to the left? That's where I'm going. It's called Camelback Mountain.
Don't have any constitutional rights driving around in a car. It is a privilege, my friend, to drive a car. They did not have a car when they signed the Declaration of Independence. You will only drive a car, Rish, if you and Lucy have anal sex. What? That's right, Ricky. Ha 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 ha! It's just so ridiculous. Yeah, that's Ricky Ricardo gay. Lucy, you have to bring the hat back where it came from. Lucy McGillicuddy. He always used her. Oh, we'll go this way. He always used her maiden name. Lucy McGillicuddy. You need to get back that hat. Look at it. Hey, you know, you gotta look in the right direction.
That's so stupid.
This is great, isn't it?
You know, it's like, it's 5:30 in the morning.
Across the street, but we gotta hold the hand.
Almost 6 o'clock.
Hold the hand. Looks like you're not gonna get a sun right. You're gonna get a sun up.
I can't help but laugh at myself. What am I talking about? All right, that was the trip down there. I told you this was going to be great. Here's me looking for a place to park and shoot the drone up. This is good stuff. Come on, let's just have fun tonight. We'll talk about all the ufology.
There's just no place around here.
Tranquility Base 69 +1. How are you? Flying high 99999. Welcome to the show. Flying high again. Flying high again.
If I could do it too.
Come on and join them.
I just saw a place.
Oh no. Here we go now. Got a crazy feeling I don't understand.
You know what I mean?
Gotta get away from
There's no
here.
place for me to pull off and just start recording.
Feet on the ground, waiting for the sun to appear.
Right behind me.
Nothing gonna worry. I've been a bad boy. Now you're saying sorry. It's something that I enjoy.
As you can see, there's nobody.
'Cause you could see inside my head. I can see it. I can see it, and you can see what side I am. Flying high again, flying high again.
I am just gonna throw it down and not give a fuck here
flying. Now this is awesome. Look at this. Look at the freaking color in there. This is one of the richest parts in the country. Wealthiest people you'll ever know.
Damn it. And there's so many people walking around. They would tell on me.
This part of town is filled with Karens and Johns. What? Is it Roberts?
Let's go down 51st here. I wish I could just...
Now, I was driving around for about 25 minutes, stopping, looking around. Somebody called the cops on me. I wound up seeing them drive past me as I was backing out of one of these driveways. It was two of them. Yeah, and then when I had the drone up, they were looking for me. I saw them.
Drop down right here, and I can't. Does that say dead end?
All right. Look at these homes.
I mean, this is just beautiful here, right?
I mean, that right there is like a 5,000 square foot home. Definitely.
Homes, all of these.
By the way, in case you're wondering, which I know you're not,
this property.
But the Phoenix lights were filmed like right around these mountains across the way.
These,
yeah, right here.
This doesn't get any more expensive.
This mountain right here.
Right here.
On this side. That's where the lights were shot from.
This is amazing. I've never been down this road. I probably have, but I was...
Now, when I was growing up, we used to drive up here, and all of this was still under development, you know. You can see the pictures of Camelback Mountain right there. Okay, so here's takeoff. Ready? There's no sound on this because the drone doesn't have any sound. But here we go. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Where's the ocean? Yeah, I didn't go there, but this is just as good. Anyway, I go up to, not on this portion, but I do go up to 900 feet in a minute. This is called the Praying Monk because it looks like a praying monk looking over the valley. This is Paradise Valley. The Phoenix lights were shot right behind. That's Scottsdale down here. If you take this road, it takes you to Old Town Scottsdale. But this is the staple of Phoenix, Arizona, Camelback Mountain. It's right in the middle of everything. No matter what side you go to, the left or the right, it's a compilation of three mountains that looks like Camelback. No matter where you go, it's weird. But when you get close to it, look at the shadows. This is what I noticed later on. So cool. That's downtown Phoenix you just looked at there. Now we're looking at Avondale, but still Paradise Valley, but out there. And then North Phoenix, where I live, over the mountains. I live up in those mountains, close to them. But here we are, about 300 feet up, not too high. But it's unbelievably beautiful, I have to admit. It's ridiculous. All these homes, each home is over 800,000, I think. Like, these homes up here are $3 to $10 million in the mountain. You have to see them up close. I was going to get close, and then people started walking by me, and I got nervous. I was going to fly right up to the mountain. Also, people hike up there. And there's downtown Phoenix. This was filmed in 4K, by the way, in case you're wondering. But we could only go as high as 1080. This was filmed 4K, 30 frames per second. I did not do 1080p this morning. I didn't think I was going to be there that long because I figured somebody was going to call the cops. That was the first part of the video. Let me get to the second part, which is much cooler. I believe this is it. Yep. So I get up to almost 1,000 feet. Hey, Dave Scott, Spaced Out Radio. What do you say? We're using the new computer, big guy. Everything's 1080p. Everything should be looking much better. I can't wait to the day a UFO flies by. Look at me straight down there. All right, I'm about 400 feet still. I didn't go that far. I'll have to show you guys something. I can't do it on like right now, but tomorrow. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Wilson documents here in just about 3 minutes. So I'm going to go up to about, I think it was 900 feet, to be honest with you. I didn't think that mountain was that high. I thought it was only 500. Now I go over a little bit. This is where I started to go over to the mountain, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go over there. So I was flying about 25 miles an hour, and then I heard people's feet. And then here's where I'm like, okay, I put it on sport mode so I can go 45 miles an hour and get there quick. And then right about here, I get scared, I think. I was going to go right up to the mountain, but I didn't. I chickened out. Look how cool it is, though. I didn't know it looked like that. But anyway, we're about 600 feet here. 600 up. Or is it 9? I don't know. I think there was a third video. I went to 900. I must be at 9 right now. It doesn't look like it. I'm getting used to seeing things at certain altitudes. Yeah, this isn't it yet. I think, yeah, I'm going back. That is amazingly beautiful. That's looking towards the west, northwest. That is looking towards Glendale, where the Cardinals play, Avondale, West Phoenix. You can't tell? Huh? It looks beautiful from above. Oh, I think I hit the go home. I don't know where. It must be in another video. Anyway. Can you program it to meet you at your house? I don't know. I don't think so. If I'm within 7 miles and I have a straight signal to it, it could follow me home. Richie, you could recreate the Phoenix flyover. Oh my God! What a brilliant idea! Lee, oh my God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to recreate the Phoenix Lights flyover as best as I could. Now, I can't fly over the airport. Lee, you are amazing. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Thank you. Yeah, Nathan, I could only go as far. No, I don't think I can program it to do that. But yes, I can program it to do that. I'll tell you why there's a difference, yes and no. Yes, I can program it. All I do is move my finger and put it over my house on the map and tell it where to go. Yes, I can do that. We just landed. But I have to be within range, which is 11 kilometers or 8 miles, 7 miles. That's the only way I can do it. But yes, can I make it land there? No. Well, yes, I would have to start there, have it as my home, and I can go 6 miles away. Yes, I can do it. I don't even have to do it the way I said. I can have a landing pad, start it, let the GPS understand the coordinates. That's where I want it to come home, and that's the home. I go out, I do my thing, and then I hit return to home. It'll go there. It'll go to my house. Ooh, I noticed that oh wow, there's a little bit, this camera stinks, that's why. I didn't notice it before. I get this trailing. Right. But I can do that. Yeah, Arizona LERPs, that's what I'm saying. I won't be able to fly in those areas. You can't. Once I get the 107 license, I can ask permission if I could do a flyover in real time. I'm gonna ask if I can. The Barry Goldwater range, yes, I know it looks like I'm in slow-mo. You weren't here in the beginning of the show. That's because the camera sucks. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening now. Everything's looking normal. All the stats look good. All right, so I watched this show. Hold on, let me do this. Yesterday. Let me pull it up. Yeah, this camera is terrible. There's no problem. That's just the way this camera is. You're used to seeing stuff now in 1080p. See how spoiled we get. But when I get the new camera tomorrow, it'll be much better. See, when I've been down in the corners hiding out, so it hasn't been noticeable. The change in the lighting is affecting the stream. It's got to be. The cam was fine earlier? That's weird. I wonder why that would happen. Because this is why I never use the camera. Because it does this. I didn't think it was doing it earlier either. That is weird, isn't it? Maybe we didn't notice it, but we'll if you guys want to go back to the beginning and see if it looked like that. I'm going to watch it I'm going to watch it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 second delay. Yep. It's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. What do you want from me? Yeah, you don't think that you don't think the internet connection over here sucks too? Why do you think the other computer was dropping? Oh my God. That's unbelievable. Tom Zebra subscribed to me. You guys don't know who Tom Zebra is. I can't believe he subscribed to me 3 hours ago. Gutter Gawker gave a super chat earlier today, 11 hours ago it says. All right, let me pull up the Admiral Wilson debacle. This was... I'm just going to share the screen with you here. All right, let's go to Grant Cameron. I don't know why I clicked on that. Here we go.
All your channels.
We ran out of talking now.
All right. So you can see who's here. Let me get the little me. Little Richie G. Little Richie G coming at you. You are watching the improved Goof on Radio stream. We got the new computer. I'm the host, Rich Giordano. We are back in business on OBS. I don't know if I'm going to use OBS tomorrow. I may use StreamYard just to see. Just to see what it looks like. Nah, who are we kidding? We're done. We don't want to do that. All right. Gigi's real name? It's Gortana, isn't it? Gigi Gortana? There you got Grant, Speedy Talker, Speedy Gonzalez, Cameron. James Kidney? Rigney. She wasn't even here, Dista Barnaby. There's the paranormal lawyer, thanks to Dave Scott and Spaced Out Radio, Michael Hall. Richard Dolan. MC'd. He was the real guy. And Joe Margia got the center square after Desta Barnaby left. Bob McGuire in the bottom left. James's iPhone to there, and I forget, I don't know who this. I don't think this guy spoke the entire 3 hours. He sat there exactly like this the whole time. So I'm going to, Richard Dolan spends a good 10, 15 minutes explaining where the documents came from. Do you want me to play that for you? No? All right. Let's see I think it was around this 30-minute mark. So, see, the problem is the Admiral Wilson files, for those of you who don't know, came about because astronaut, who was it? Edgar Mitchell died. And these notes were given to who? Grant Cameron? No. Richard Dolan? No. Who were they given to? Bob McGuire? Well, it doesn't matter. They found their way to Grant Cameron. Right? It doesn't matter. I forget. And this is supposedly a meeting that happened in Vegas with Admiral Wilson and Eric, what is his name? Your mother's ass. I knew this was going to happen. What's his name? Now I should play the whole first 10 minutes. Maybe I will. What's his name? FAP. Get that computer.
Had gotten the chance to interview him.
Thanks for the $10 super chat from FAP. Thank you. Well, what do you mean, get that computer? Get that computer? I've got the computer. You mean the Science Bob for the win.
Specifically that I had never forgotten was where this government official said, I understood that this technology was not made by man, not by human hands. And so that was very powerful to me. And I was not allowed to photograph the document. I was not allowed to write any of it down in front of him. I promised that I would use this really for my own personal...
I'm sorry, let me go back.
Billy Cox, you and Billy Cox...
...with...
part of this document back then. So let's go through your story of how this thing started.
It's only 2 minutes.
Many, many years ago.
Absolutely. Back in 2006, I was in communication with someone very, very, very close to the Wilson Davis scenario, someone very close to Dr. Eric Davis. I have promised ever since never to reveal this person's name. I have kept that promise. I think smart people can perhaps figure out who this might have been, but I will never give this person's identity up while they are alive. And, but it was someone that I respect and someone that I'd had and have had conversations with throughout for many, many years. And in late 2006, I was shown I've actually wondered if it's 2 or 3, but I think it's 2 pages of what turned out to be these notes. And this will just give me a very quick opportunity to describe the whole scenario so that people jumping in know what the heck we're talking about. This was introduced to me by this individual who said, we, a group of people, have been looking into something that happened with a former high-level government official back in during the Bill Clinton administration.
What would be the problem of getting this insider's name? What would really happen? I have a feeling this insider has been retired. You know, did what he had to do. I know, guys, I know. You know, the guy has a reputation. You know, maybe they threatened his family, did sign a disclosure not to talk. He's when you retire, you're still attached. I know. But wouldn't it be nice to know who it was for real?
And in fact, he told me it was 1997.
Oh, look at this. I chatted on the show. I am paid to be here. Alien Addict. Okay. So stupid. I was really given a rib in the beginning, and then I said, nah, I'm not going to be a jerk today.
This individual had attempted to go behind the scenes to gain access, or at least gain information about a deep black budget special access program to study alien technology, basically, and how this person was denied access to that program. And that this person, who was a very high level government official, and at the time I wasn't even told what his position was, but someone who believed he should have had access to it, had knocked on a few doors. 2 months later, found, this is how it was told to me, found what he was looking for and was denied access. And in fact, I was told even then in 2006 that this individual was denied access primarily by the corporate attorney of the program.
Grant fell asleep.
We didn't get into the security manager and the program manager, but I was told he was denied access by the corporate attorney, who said you don't have a need to know. And that what...
I'd like to see him scrub this black thing off the wall. I couldn't stop looking at it. By the way, don't you think the paranormal lawyer Michael Hall reminds you of Doc Emmett Brown if he dressed up?
What I was reading was a snippet of an interview with that individual by another person.
Everybody's moved except for Mocha Joe at the bottom here. I don't know who this guy is. Anybody know? I'm calling him Mocha Joe.
Who had gotten the chance to interview him. And the part that I read...
He's got some big-ass lips. His lips so big, black people be saying, you got some big-ass lips.
Specifically that I'd never forgotten.
Eddie Murphy, come on.
Government official said, I understood that this technology was not made by man, not by human hands.
Michael Hall's show on Sunday, it's the bomb, dude. I don't know why everybody's not there listening to that show on Sunday. It's freaking awesome.
And so that was very powerful to me. And I was
it
not
does
allowed
look
to
like he
photograph the
snapped a photo.
document.
Oh, he
I was
blinked.
not allowed to write any of it down in front of him. I promised that I would use this really for my own personal...
Richard Dolan has the busiest eyebrows in the business. They can go up like halfway through his forehead. I don't know how he does it.
Research. Shortly after that, I learned about Dr. Stephen Greer's book, Hidden Truth, Forbidden Knowledge, which came out in...
Crap. Whoa, look at that. His eyebrows go all the way up.
And I saw that Greer had actually referred to this
you know why his eyebrows go up that high? Because he's always surprised at shit. Really? That's real? That's what he's doing. That's what he does. He's like, really? Are those the documents? Is that the Roswell photos? I can't stand this delay on my camera. It must have been like this. We just didn't notice it. I'm really not liking it. It'll be gone tomorrow.
And had outed Admiral Thomas Wilson by name. I wrote back to my contact who had showed me the documents.
Hey, look, I'm part of the show.
I said, oh, so this is Wilson, I assume. He says, yes, it's Wilson. In the immediate aftermath of that, I thought, well, let me write to Edgar Mitchell, who was also part of the original 1997 meeting, along with Stephen Greer. I wrote to Mitchell. He confirmed that the meeting had happened. Mitchell, even then, I will just say, did not really want to explore this any further than that. I don't know why specifically, but he was very, very curt. And we were on good terms, but he did not want to explore this at that time with me. And then I found out where Thomas Wilson was working, a company called ATK Technologies. I think that's what it was. And aerospace, basically defense contractor.
Can I ask a question?
And I found Wilson. As I've often said, it was the one time in my life that I did a genuine ambush interview on someone, and I felt bad. Thomas Wilson, if you're listening, I really never meant to set you up. But what I did was I told him that I was doing research on the United States Navy.
Somebody wake Grant. Okay.
Him being an admiral.
He's out again. Okay.
I actually had found an interview that he had given, and I was able to comment on it, and he agreed to do the interview with me. As soon as I got him on the phone, he sounded very friendly, very cordial, actually.
Look at those eyebrows.
I could hear him easing into a nice, big, comfy chair, getting ready for a nice interview. I
Grant's out.
Told him that I was doing research
Grant,
on the
wake
UFO
up.
phenomenon, and that I had learned about him
Grant!
having a meeting back in 1997 on the subject.
Wake up, dude.
He immediately denied any knowledge of that meeting. He immediately said, I had no memory of doing a UFO meeting. I said, sir, I know for a fact that you were there. Astronaut Edgar Mitchell informed me of this, and another scientist of very high caliber has informed me of this. I know you were there. He then said, oh, yes, well, my memory is foggy on this. I remember it was a UFO thing. I had no interest in UFOs, he said to me. The only reason I agreed to it was because someone of Dr. Mitchell's stature, Apollo astronaut, was interested, and I wanted to know why. That's exactly what he said to me. Then I told him that Stephen Greer's book had mentioned that in the aftermath of this 1997 meeting, that
up!
He had tried and failed to get access to the black budget programs dealing with ET tech. And Wilson just said that was all poppycock. He said the meeting happened, everything else is poppycock. His voice got very high-pitched, got very clearly anxious and upset, and he ended the phone call almost immediately. Said he had a meeting. So that was my brief encounter with Admiral Wilson back at the time. And over the years, from 06 onward, I would give lectures at various UFO conferences, and I would talk about this. I'm sure people can find references to it. I didn't hide it at all. But I wasn't able to have any proof of it. I didn't have the snippet with me. I didn't have an interview with me. I had no transcript. So that's really where it was. And then, and I'll just jump ahead very quickly and let other people take over. It wasn't until 2019 that I was sent through an anonymous Proton Mail account a link to the Imgur page where the full 15 pages of these notes were there. And, you know, in the subsequent years, I mean, I learned a lot of things about those notes. I learned that Admiral Wilson's position was Deputy Chief of Intelligence of the Joint Chiefs and a lot of other things. And I learned that the author of those notes was Dr. Eric Davis. But I'd never read them. And as soon as I saw that link, which, by the way, I almost missed, my wife Tracy found that link. Thank you.
Of course she did.
But as soon as I saw it, I immediately knew this is exactly what I was shown 13 years earlier. And I knew, along with Grant, because we talked about it pretty quickly, that this was...
Keep your head up.
This was a big, big thing. In fact, one last thing that I'll just mention is after I had my phone call with Admiral Wilson, which also took place in late 2006, I wrote back to my source who had shown me the document to begin with. And I said, yeah, Wilson just denied the whole thing. And my source said, well, what would you expect? This would be enough to just bring his whole house of cards down, and a lot down with it. An admission like that. I mean,
who do you think the source is? I should remote view this. Who do you think? I'm an observationist, right? Grant 60-something, 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 50-something, 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 30-something, I don't know, statue. 2,000 years old. Nobody can still tell me who this is. They introduce him, but I just don't remember. Yeah. This is ufology right here. This is ufology. I'm not saying these guys, but this is the age group of ufology. This is the main, it's 42 to what, 55? That's what the demographic shows. We'll just say 40 to 60. Let's just do that, because that really is the bulk of it all. Anyway, that's how he got these documents and what he went through. I'm just, it wasn't really exciting. I think it was around the 30-minute mark. Maybe it was an hour and 30. I can't remember when they finally got to, are these real? And they started asking people, are the documents fake? Let's see if I can find it.
Sign a non-disclosure agreement when you enter into one of
and the Glomar Explorer and CIA days and stuff. And as soon as he brings up the UFO thing, Walker says to him, give me 2 reasons why I should tell you what's going on. And then Kit Green says, Apparently he didn't like the answers I gave because he basically, in the end, he threw him out of the office. He said, I don't need to talk to you. You're not the president. If you've got a letter from the president, I'll talk to you, and I'm going to check the letter, and I'm going to make sure it comes from the president. So you have Kit Green going, the same as Eric Davis goes to the Admiral. You have Kit Green going in, and the other person that went in was a guy by the name of Hal Puthoff. Hal Puthoff went to Eric Davis. Same thing. He realized that he had some answers, and if you read Jack Vallee's book, Eric
Davis, that's who I couldn't remember. First Floor said something I always say. He says, First Floor Audio in the YouTube chat says, I'm always saying this, that the insiders are themselves as an excuse for their opinion or for proving the evidence is legitimate. Michael Hall has a better background than Dolan, Gutter Gawker says. That is so not true. That is so far from the truth. I hate to disagree with Gutter Gawker, but that's just not true. What? You got to be specific. Has a better background than Dolan because he's a lawyer? Is that why? What's better about it? I thought you meant ufology. That's what I was thinking you were meaning. Like he has a better background in ufology. That's why I said no way. B. Baker says at least one of the is thinking I picked the wrong week to take downers before the Zoom. Yeah, at least one of these guys is thinking I picked the wrong week to take downers. Just like in the movie Airplane, I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. And he's hanging upside down. Nathan asked, I was wondering when this would turn into a discussion. Oh, wait. Still a lecture. Yep. Who is rushing getting the shot first? Chuck Bam. Lecturing tag team. Thanks, Tranquil. No, in video. Okay, Gutter Gawker. LOL, he says. Chuck Bam, it is true. 100%. Move on. You're right. Exactly. Move on. I should. Exactly. They're real. The documents are real. I didn't think they were. Obviously, the documents are real. We know they are. What I meant to say, and I better rephrase that question or I'm going to be shot. Are they a hoax? Are they fake? Were they faked? That's the question. I don't like this. I can't believe this is how I don't see how this was in the beginning of the show either. It's so annoying. And, by the way, Dave Scott should have been in this discussion. Now, I don't know if they asked him, but I'm going to go out on a ledge and say he wasn't. Because if he was asked, he would be there. He wouldn't deny it. I wouldn't deny it. I don't even talk to any of these people. Look at them. Totally body language is like, what about me? Joe's always got the sour puss face. Dolan, can't get a read on him. He's like wallpaper. James is like, I'm the guy. I'm the guy who quit sniffing glue. Michael Hall hasn't moved. He is interested. Melinda's interested. This guy?
Yes, I just came on. I was late today from having a over 2 hour phone conversation with Jim Semivan. Here's some of the notes.
Holy shitballs. She had a conversation with Jim Semivan from TTSA. That's to the Stars Academy of Arts and Science.
Which I have to try and type up and make sense of because
oh my God,
they're extremely scribbled.
Let's hear what she says.
We were not talking about the Wilson document. We had previously done that. As you just asked me, I'll get into that. But what I was talking about was the SSCI report, the Rubio report.
No. Oh.
So we were talking all about that. I've been hot onto it. And Jim, the day it broke, he had sent me a personal email with the whole report as an attachment because he wanted me to know about it. And so I ended up over from,
I think Eric Davis used to play at ASU and then and then went and played, I think, for the Cincinnati Reds or the St. Louis Cardinals. Eric Davis. He wasn't that great. He was supposed to be the next best thing, and he just kept getting injured.
A week ago for today, having a long list of questions I kept adding to. And so today in 2.5 hours, or over 2 hours anyway.
See, that's what I want to talk about right now. Now I want to talk about why Eric Davis wasn't, an all-star for 9 years. We'll have to talk about Jeter.
I went through like 22 questions with him. Again, that's for tomorrow. But
all right.
So one thing I did do, though, in that conversation also today is I added some wording that was specifically in reference to the Wilson document, even though I didn't bring it up because we'd had a previous conversation that was the 43-minute long non-denial. But
all right. Yeah, I'm about 30 seconds from just losing it. This is one thing about... Yeah. Two hours, 43 minutes. I'm surprised she's not putting down the seconds. We get it, Melinda. You're detailed, okay? We get it. I know she's a good person, but come on, man, just get to the point.
In the thing today, I did make a point to add some
Thank
wording
you.
to get into some of the implications.
That's all I ask.
So let me just first go to, so yes, I knew the history like you did because of the Oak Shannon name, and that's what flagged me right away and got me involved. I realized the connection to the working group right away. Going on, the 43-minute long denial conversation I had with Jim was well over a year ago. And
fine.
That conversation, like I said, 43 minutes of giving him every opportunity. I joked.
I mean, come on. 43 minutes of 43 minutes of 43 minutes of a conversation that couldn't have happened a year ago. 43 minutes and 43 minutes a year ago. Fuck you. Get to the point.
Grant today, you guys, that I'd given, him like 50 attempts, or 50 options to
He's got 50 attempts and 50 options. Shut the fuck up and just get to the point.
Deny that the meeting took place between Eric and Wilson, or to deny that the notes existed, and he never did. It was a 43-minute long discussion.
Shut up!
Basically a non-denial, explaining why he can't comment, and many things matched, Bob, stuff that you were saying. So those kind of reasons, but it was the fact that it proved to...
If she says it one more time, 43 minutes, I'm done.
Me, these guys were very concerned about
the 40
Wilson Davis notes.
Don't
very,
say.
Very concerned. They
Don't.
circled the wagons. And
Don't.
And now I understand, because I think the timing is an issue for them with the SSCI report and the forming of this new committee.
Oh, I thought she almost said it.
I think the timing is a real issue for them. And I did ask him, did he know of the article being written with the New York Times?
Did you know the article was written with the New York Times? And at the 43-minute mark, he hung up. Oh, if she says that.
Did he know that was going on? He said, yes, he had heard through connections that was going on, and that they, but again, I think they're very concerned because of that. We'll get in more detail tomorrow. But so that's it, 43-minute non-denial, clearly,
my God,
again, showing their concern, showing that they were, knowledgeable about it, and everything associated, with it. Let me see. I brought up, Bob, yes.
Okay, so I want to make sure everybody gets the right context. Rubio's document is a proposal to modify the Senate Select Committee of
I knew it.
Intelligence budget document and directives the Senate rights for the upcoming fiscal year. So it's an amendment.
Stop! 43 beers on the wall, 43 beers are left. Melinda took one down and chugged, now there's none left. She took the 43 minutes and said there's nothing about the call. She kept saying 43 minutes and then I threw myself off the wall. I landed on the ground and got up and walked away and then I came back and said, all right. I don't know. I can't stand her. I can't stand her in this moment. That was just unreal. We have to go back. I think she said it 8 times, 43 minutes, 8 times. But I'm not going to go back and listen. That is just somebody who needs to be heard. That's what that is.
So now
I talk to hear myself talk. She talks because she needs to be heard. 2 different things.
It's great. It's fantastic. But let me tell you the process. Rubio puts up the amendment.
42, don't talk.
The chairman
right.
of the committee.
Very good.
Who is also a Republican.
42.
So it's likely to get at least a hearing. If the chairman of the committee allows a full vote of the committee, if the committee votes to...
Dude, can you get closer to... Can somebody tell this guy to get up to the mic? Do something, guys. Look at them. They're just sitting there like lumps on a log. Not interested, not interested, yawning. Now he's not interested. Joe Murgia still with the sourpuss. This guy. Who the hell knows who this guy is? The lump. Unbelievable. And we got Melinda Dodo. Dodo bird. She reminds me of a dodo bird. Totally. You don't think so?
Support.
God, that makes me angry.
It will be added to the committee's recommendation.
So now I got to turn it up.
Senate for what the intelligence budget and the intelligence bill for the coming fiscal year should contain. Then it has to be
right.
McConnell deciding.
What are we doing? I thought we were talking. I'm done. I just, this was the whole thing. To me, I still didn't find out an answer. Now, granted, it was very hard for me to stay focused watching this because it was so poorly run. I have to give Dave credit. Doing a roundtable is not easy. You may think it is. You just go question. There's a certain pace that a professional broadcaster like Dave understands. These guys, they don't understand pace. They don't understand anything that's interesting. And this is why ufology is failing. Every day. Every day. Am I the answer? Probably. But I won't be there for another 5 years. Trust me. We'll be there. We're going to change this frickin' world upside down. You and me. I can't stand that now I look like this. I mean, this is the camera. I don't know why it's doing it. It's annoying. It's a 480. It's 480p. It's not even a high-def camera. All right. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to change the... so the Wilson documents, just what I found out from these guys, I didn't find anything out. Nothing. The reason it's 4.3, it's because I can't fit this in there. See, watch. I could do it. Watch this. I guess I could do that, and I'd be really close. There you go. I guess that works, but I didn't like the way it got all grainy, because you can definitely tell I'm a 480p blur. I'm the blur. I'm the blur. Oh, my God. I am the blur. I'm the blob. All right. So nothing really changed my mind. They couldn't change my mind. Yeah, this sucks. I'm about to just lose it. What time is it? After the show ends, I'm going to go buy a camera at Walmart. Yeah, they have the one I want over there. It's like $70. Yeah, it did, Brett. Brett Lewis said 2 hours to establish authenticity seems like 100%. Hold on, let me see something here.
has quite an array of different topics covered on it, but the Admiral Wilson leaks has been something where, by all manner of synchronicities and coincidences...
Now we got James here, finally. James is a good guy. I forget the name of his show, but I like him.
The anonymous Mr. X, who gave a detailed
this is
3-hour plus interview analysis of those documents. In my opinion, that's probably the best deep dive into those documents that's out there.
Thank you so much, Richard, and thanks, Grant, as well. Yeah. And also everyone who's on the panel and everyone listening at home. First off, I just want to say...
Yes! Zach Dicast, Monsieur, and Big Cat. I think the Zach Dicast Mansour says, I think the Wilson documents are much ado about nothing anyways. Okay, that is so perfect. You want to know why they are a much ado about nothing? Because here we are a year later. And what has it given us? Does anybody have an answer? What have the Wilson documents given us? Nothing. What? An admittance that there was a meeting? Ooh, they talked about UFOs 20 years ago. Michael Salla broke this news on the Wilson Files last year on Third Phase. I didn't think that you guys broke it. Matter of fact, Third Phase did not break that story because you didn't know about it. And Michael Salla wasn't talking about it. It came out first with Grant Cameron, I thought, because of something, I don't know how it worked with the paranormal lawyer and Dave Scott. But I'm not sure. You may have broken a video about it, I don't know. But I don't think you were the ones who broke the story. Matter of fact, I'm going to go out and say that that's not true. As a matter of fact, Dave Scott, I'm going to ask Dave Scott about it, and then I'll get back to you on that Third Phase. So we'll put that one up in the air. I'm going to say no, that Michael Salla did not break that story first on Third Phase. I think you guys had the first interview with someone about the documents. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But you guys are usually first on top of everything anyway. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to challenge my Third Phase brothers and say, no, you're wrong. I don't. I hope you're right, because that would be interesting to me. And I welcome you to the chat room, to the show. All right. So, I like body language stuff. Chuck doesn't like it. Matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I don't know. No, I'm not going to do the body language now. But here's a video. I'm going to go on to something different. I'm going to step out and watch this video about some shocking facts about the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster. This had just caught me before the show. I took a few skims across scanned it and see what it was like. Hey, Reesh, Frapsap says, hey, Reesh, the Wilson documents are real. Oh, it was from Jaime. Thank you, Jaime. They are real? I got to be honest with you. I think it's a legitimate conversation, the Admiral Wilson files. I think it's all real. I don't think they're fake. I just think it's much ado about nothing, as exactly what was said by Zakdak Mansour.
On January 28th, 1986, only 73 seconds after it lifted off from
Goof
Cape
on
Canaveral,
radio.
Florida, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded. As the world watched on live television, the ensuing...
Do you know I was just about to have sex with my girlfriend and that happened? Do you know I ditched school for that?
Fireball plummeted out of the sky and disappeared into the
I just
ocean
thought I'd
below.
throw that
The loss
fact.
of
I
the
don't know why I
Challenger
said
and its
that.
crew, Francis Dix
I guess I wanted people to think that I was sexually active when I was 18. I don't know.
Scobie, Mike Smith,
19?
Judy Resnick, Ellison Onizuka, Ron McNair,
How old was I?
Greg Jarvis, and
I was
Kristen
18.
McAuliffe stunned the nation and became a defining moment for a generation of Americans. Today, we're going to take...
I'm sorry, guys. This is the worst memorial I've ever seen in my life. This is where I paused it before. This is absolutely awful. First of all, they all have the same mouth. This is the worst artist I've ever seen. The worst. Look, even the cheeks are the same on everybody. This is the worst of the worst. I've never seen a more ugly memorial.
Today, we're going to take a look at some shocking facts about the Challenger shuttle disaster.
Am I wrong?
But before we get started,
Ooh, that's loud,
be sure
isn't
to
it?
subscribe to the Weird History channel.
Isn't that
After
loud?
that, please leave a comment and let us know what other space exploration-related topics you would like to hear about. Now, let's go back to January of 1986. Originally built in 1975 as a test vehicle for the Space Shuttle program, the Challenger wouldn't be transformed into an actual spacecraft until 1979. It was first launched in 1983 for the mission that would entail the
Good night,
program's
first floor.
spacewalk. That was...
Thanks for hanging out, first floor. You're good stuff tonight. Thank you. And earlier today. Thank you.
Wasn't the last first the Challenger would participate in. It was also the shuttle that carried the first female American astronaut, Sally Ride, as well as the first African-American astronaut, Guion Bluford. The flight of the Challenger was supposed to be historic because of one of its crew members, 37-year-old Kristen McAuliffe. Though she was normally just a social studies teacher from Concord High School in New Hampshire, McAuliffe had been selected by NASA's Teacher in Space program to be the first educator in space. Designed to inspire children and generate publicity for NASA, the plan called for McAuliffe to accompany the Challenger astronauts into orbit and teach a few lessons while they were there. Because of McAuliffe's presence, the launch was heavily covered by the media, and NASA itself provided numerous schools with a raw satellite feed.
What is that? Heil Hitler? What are we doing here? No wonder why it exploded.
This meant thousands of school children, including those from McAuliffe's own class, were watching live when the
I
tragedy
remember
occurred.
watching it live and their faces when it blew up. Oh, it was awful, just awful. And then the jokes came out. I don't want to say any. Well, it's been 30 years, right? The first joke I heard about the Challenger was, what color eyes did Christy McCullough have? Blue. One blew this way, one blew that way. I know, I didn't make it up. I'm the messenger. Don't kill me.
Kristen McAuliffe wasn't meant to be the only passenger on...
What does NASA stand for? Need another 7 astronauts. Remember that one?
...on the Challenger who would capture the attention of children. NASA also made efforts to get Sesame Street star Big Bird on the shuttle. They even contacted Carol Spinney, the beloved actor who played the giant yellow...
Oh my God, that's embarrassing. You're going to put a frickin' Big Bird? Well, so far they haven't told me anything interesting about this explosion. I'm getting a little bit upset.
In fact, on the evening before the launch, a group of engineers from a NASA contractor...
Yeah. They said it was too cold. Don't do it. But with pressure and da-da-da-da-da. See, I didn't even watch this. I know the whole thing already. We told them they can't fly, the old whippersnapper. I told those sons of bitches you can't fly, it's too cold. The O-rings ain't gonna be able to supply that protection. That's why it exploded. The O-rings weren't able to expand because they were too cold and they weren't able to stop, fuel from leaking out, whatever. And it created this incredible explosion. It was just awful. I don't know what this video is going to show us.
Gas, and at 46,000 feet, the combination ignited, turning the Challenger's fuel tank into a massive fireball. Despite this, the solid fuel strap-on boosters were unaffected and continued to carry the shuttle upwards. In the immediate wake of the disaster, it was widely believed that the crew of the shuttle had died instantly. However, the evidence would later suggest a far
They were alive for like a minute and a half, right? A couple of them?
more disturbing scenario, one which NASA had attempted to obscure. The Miami Herald's Tropic magazine undertook an independent investigation of the accident, which revealed that contrary to early reports, the shuttle cabin had not depressurized in the explosion.
Wow.
This means that the crew was likely alive and awake for the entire 3-mile descent from the sky to the Atlantic Ocean below. This conclusion is backed up by the fact that several...
Why did he say 3-mile descent? They were at 40,000 feet. He just said at 42,000 feet it exploded. That's 8 miles.
Of the astronauts had time to manually activate their personal emergency air packs. While space travel is incredibly dangerous, prior to the Challenger disaster, NASA had never lost an astronaut in spaceflight. In fact, the only previous fatalities the program had experienced were the deaths of Apollo 1 astronauts Roger Chaffee, Virgil Gus Grissom, and Edward White, who all perished in a fire during a ground test.
Yeah, there is a conspiracy that these shuttle, we talked about this on the show before, that they never died. Have you ever seen that? It's amazing. These people look just like them. All right, I can't put the link in the chat room, but I thought that was going to be a little different. All right. Body language. I shouldn't even do this. I'm not gonna. This is a waste. Yeah, I don't know. Because it takes a while to do this video, and it's 20 minutes, and I don't think it's going to give you anything that you would care for. This is about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. This was about the takedown of James Charles. It has to do with grooming children, and we don't need to do that. Holy crap. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. Area 503, who I don't think... I thought something happened here. Are we still going? Whoa, there was a glitch. That was weird. My internet went out. Oh, $5 from Third Phase. They say the title of the Sala Third Phase of Moon interview is called Corporate Insiders Tried to Block This From Us, published June 18th, 2019. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, by the way, Third Phase. That's not necessary, but thank you. I am keeping an eye on, I did freeze for a second. That was my internet. This is the problem that we had before. My internet is not what I think it is. I think I may have to get a new, I'm going to go look for a new router tomorrow. I think this router can only do so much. I think I need to get a different one. But this is the problem I have when I watch YouTube TV. I'll be watching, because that's what I have. I don't have cable. I'll be watching a show, and then all of a sudden it stops because my internet went out. Then I look down at my phone, and I see it spinning, and that's what just happened now. It didn't crash. And I didn't even drop any frames. It just kept on going. All right. If nobody was here earlier today when we did the practice stream, we tried to make the computer crash, and it wouldn't. And during that 2 hours, I was downloading a video game that was 85 gigabytes. I had a video going. I had me up on the screen. The only thing I don't have are my files from the other computer. Does anybody know how I can get them on this computer other than putting them on a hard drive? I guess I'll have to do that, right? And transfer them over. It's just not like a quick transfer. Yeah, I'm going to check on the router in a moment. Right, Carlos. Yeah, if I stop 2 seconds in 2-hour stream, it's not that bad. But this, we're looking at a 480p camera. It's a 15-year-old camera. It's all I had. I almost did the show on my phone tonight just because of that. But I said I want to use the computer. All right. COVID. Hold on. I don't want to cough on camera. As you can see, he's in the middle, Chuck, of saying shakers.
Between YouTubers James Charles and Tati, and how crazy that all got with millions unsubscribed.
See how clear that looks? And then you get over to me, and I'm a mess, right? That's why I had this as a small me. I'm going to go back to small me. It's clear. Oh, wow. The fan just turned on my computer. That's a first. Never heard the fan before. All right. So that means it's working hard for some reason. Hold on. There we go. What, do we want to look at third phase's video? No, I've got the Area 503. That's where I was going, and then we had the problem. So let me bring it over. Oops, I'm so used to going the other way. So here it is. Let me pull it up. COVID. God, this looks so good, doesn't it? Oh, I'm so happy. All right. So Area 503 says, if you surrounded yourself with a ball of trapped and entangled light, and then squeezed the quantum states on one side of the ship, it would change the speed of light locally in front of the ship and could theoretically bend space and time. Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember this. The warp drive, is that what we're talking about here? Yeah. That's the Alcubierre? Is that how you say it? Alcubierre? What is this? Look at this. Why would light and quantum noise affect a gravity wave detector unless... I don't know. Or you could eat mushrooms. True. Look at current UFOs, this person says, and even schematics via Lazar and Otis Carr. There is absolutely something valid about the gravity dampeners being utilized for directional movement. They seem to be present in mostly all data I've come across, so it actually matches up. This guy hasn't looked at any data because there is none. There's no data on UFOs. There's just, oh, I guess theoretical. Bob Johnson, no relation to Jocko, says, I'm not quite sure this is getting the attention it deserves, and it obviously relevant information for To the Stars Academy's Vault database. Aleister Crowley wrote about the cube encased in a sphere in 1911. There are individuals among us that UFOs are no mystery to. Really? The cry of the 13th, of the 30th, or inmost air, or aether, which is called Tex. I am in a vast crystal cube in the form of the great god Hippocrates. This cube is surrounded by a sphere. Get out of here! About me are 4 archangels in black robes, their wings and armored, lined out in white. Are you kidding me? Oh my God! Come on now. You mean to tell me that UFOs don't exist? You are absolutely out of your mind. They have been around for so long, and it's right there. That to me is beautiful. God, I love it when you see stuff like this that was written a long time ago. Here's depiction of, this is one of those, what do you call it? Was this an artifact or in a painting? I think this was in a painting. Michael Cremo. Okay, first of all, Michael Cremo, and I think Third Phase interviewed him, right? That guy's out of his mind. There is no way this guy's telling the truth. We'll have to talk about Michael Cremo one day, I think. God, that was awful, wasn't it? That shuttle video. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see what's that Third Phase. Let's just take a look. Robert Bingham. We may have that guy on the show someday. Hold on a second. I got to find out what the name of that was called. Corporate Insiders Tried to Block. Whoops. I just have to admit, look how fast that loaded up. Remember, just a few days ago, we had to sit here and wait for it? Look at that.
On location on the Big Island of Hawaii, as I speak with Dr. Michael...
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I watched this. This is actually pretty good.
Sala in regards to anti-gravity and alien technology that's been suppressed for years. Did Admiral Wilson seek the truth in regards to the reverse engineered alien technology project? Get ready for new breaking news in regards to the new leaked memo right now at Third Phase of Moon.
Does that not look good or what?
I want to get to the point of the 2002 meeting with Dr. Eric Davis and Admiral Tom Wilson in regards to their efforts to find out about the program of reverse engineered alien tech.
In October of 2002, Admiral Tom Wilson met with a scientist, Dr. Eric Davis, about a meeting that occurred in 1997. And at this 1997 meeting, Admiral Wilson, he actually got information about a classified program that was run by a corporation. And he learned that this program involved the reverse engineering of an extraterrestrial spacecraft. And so when he demanded access, he had to go through a whole process to try and get access. And ultimately, he had to meet with 3 officials from this corporation that called themselves the Watch Committee. And they were the ones that made the decision as to who would be getting access to this program. And ultimately, he was denied access by this corporation. And so he was furious about that. And so he went actually up through the chain of command and went to another committee within the Pentagon demanding that he be given access. And this committee is the Special Access Program Oversight Committee, which is run by the Pentagon, and the same thing happened. They basically backed the corporation. So that basically showed the power of the corporation in terms of how it could control access to this program to reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology, and even people in the Pentagon could not be given access to it, and that there was this committee in the Pentagon that was backing this, that was supporting that process.
Did the private corporation, along with the Pentagon, not trust Admiral Wilson for some reason?
Basically, this oversight committee within the Pentagon backed the corporation that they did not trust Admiral Wilson. In other words, they did not think he was the sort of person that would fulfill whatever security protocols they had in place for having access to this special access program involving reverse engineering extraterrestrial technologies, which shows that no matter who you are, no matter what office you have or hold, no matter what rank you have within the military, if these committees and if this corporation decides that you don't have the right character, that you will not be given access to this. And by character, what we're talking about is someone that is willing to go along with the kind of unconstitutional process by which these kinds of programs are managed within the corporations, and basically the Pentagon committees support that.
So what do you think actually this private corporation was hiding from us and Admiral Wilson himself?
Because Admiral Wilson, as the Deputy Director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, would have had oversight and detailed knowledge of a lot of special access programs that were being run within the Pentagon, including programs to do with secret spacecraft that had been developed by the US Air Force, by the NRO, and that the Defense Intelligence Agency was involved in. So he would have known a lot about these kinds of programs. So the Pentagon does have a secret space program where the Air Force and the Defense Intelligence Agency, the NRO, collaborate in putting up a lot of advanced technology into Earth orbit. So Wilson, I think, would have been very knowledgeable about that program back in 1997 because they had things up there. But the corporation didn't want to give him access to this particular program because they said that this involved reverse engineering, extraterrestrial technologies, that they were having difficulty in kind of making progress in understanding how the technology was working, which I think was just a cover, that they didn't want him to have any information about this, because I think what they were truly hiding was that there is an actual corporate-run secret space program which is using these advanced extraterrestrial technologies to...
When he says corporate-run secret programs, right? Who? Like, who are the corporate? Is it George Soros? Does he mean Bigelow? Who? I want to know. Why don't we know this? Who are they? Oh, Bigelow? NASA? The FBI, the CIA? Yeah, I guess it is corporate.
Basically reverse engineer some really advanced technologies that the corporations use for their secret space program.
Of course.
So basically, I think what was going on was that this corporation didn't want Admiral Wilson to get access to that particular program because they did not want him or the Defense Intelligence Agency knowing about this corporate-run secret space program that was basically being created out of this reverse-engineered alien technology that they were keeping secret even from the Pentagon and the Defense Intelligence Agency.
So whatever happened to Admiral Wilson? Where is he today?
When Admiral Wilson learned about this program in April 1997, he looked into it, he made inquiries, and ultimately he was denied access. And so in the process, he was threatened because he was pushing too hard to find out what this corporation was doing with this alien technology. He pushed too hard, he was threatened that he would lose 1 or 2 stars if he continued down that vein. So ultimately he basically backed off and just realized that he couldn't get access to this program. This basically led to him a few years later being promoted to become the director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, and that was a position he held up until the middle of 2002. And when he retired, then he had this meeting with Eric Davis to basically go over what had happened when he tried to gain access. And subsequently after that, he then went into retirement where he became vice president for some corporation, and obviously continues to work in the private sector using that inside knowledge he has about the way in which these special access programs are run to help that corporation win Pentagon contracts and so forth, which is how a lot of these senior officials do quite well after they retire.
Can you give us the actual name of this private corporation that tried to block the information from Admiral Wilson?
What we know about the corporation that blocked access to Admiral Wilson, in this transcript of a meeting he had with Eric Davis in 2002, he just basically refers to it as the top corporation out there. So to me, that's a sign that this is probably Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works division, that was
the top corporations out there. So that means it's Lockheed Martin? I mean, I don't know. That's interesting.
Particular corporation and the think tank that was trying to reverse engineer this alien technology. And
so we didn't get an answer. We all he did was say, "Oh, it's one of the top corporations." So I guess the most logical would be Lockheed Martin.
And to use that for building future types of spacecraft that Lockheed Martin would be able to use. And it makes a lot of sense, because in 1997, the former head of Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works division, Ben Rich, was basically saying that Skunk Works had developed technology to take ET home. And so he was giving lectures where he was making this kind of off-the-cuff comment at the end of the lecture, showing a slide of a UFO. So it makes sense that this was Lockheed Martin.
Okay, now we got the answer. That's amazing to me. I'm gonna play the rest of this out, okay, and then we're done. So let's hear about what Sala knows, because we talked about the Wilson documents again because of the Grand Cameron UFO Fest yesterday about it, which really it was like an attaboy show. It was like, here's what I know, what do you know? You want to know what I know? I know what you don't know, and here's what I know. What'd you find out? Oh, I found out this and that and the other thing. What about you? Well, I heard what you said you found and what she said she found, but you know what I found at 44 minutes? Can you believe she said 43 minutes 11 times? We need to go back to that and find out.
That they had denied access
that was ridiculous
to Admiral Wilson at that time. And it wouldn't surprise me that after Wilson retired from the Defense Intelligence Agency, that Lockheed Martin probably thought that Wilson was the sort of guy that would actually make a good addition to their board of directors, and offered him a vice president's position.
So what's your thoughts? Why is this information coming out now in the major media and everywhere else in regards to the UFO phenomenon?
I think the reason this is happening right now is that basically there is an effort to try and get the public up to general speed on these issues concerning some of the reverse engineered alien technologies and the secret spacecraft that have been built by the Air Force and by corporations that are actually in use right now secretly. Because Space Force, that is actually in the process of being created right now, the defense committees within both the House of Representatives and the Senate have actually approved the passage of Space Force. Because these two defense committees gave their approval for the creation of Space Force.
I'm sorry, look at this unbelievable video. It's just beautiful. Even though it's desolate, it's beautiful. It's everything. Hawaii.
That means that the legislation authorizing Space Force
as where are you?
Military under the Department of the Air Force is going to happen. There's no question that this is going to happen in the next month or two. So we will have very soon the creation of Space Force.
It did happen.
And so with the creation of Space Force, then you're going to have the institutional foundation, I believe, for the revelation of a secret.
Your low budget is good budget.
The Air Force has developed.
It's better than most good budgets.
Because Space Force will legitimize that, and with the announcement of this fleet of anti-gravity spacecraft that the Air Force has developed, along with stealth space stations, then you're going to have the Air Force in the position and the Pentagon in the position.
Do you hear what he's telling you? Honestly, that there's unbelievable stuff that's coming out or is out. I don't know. I can't stop looking at the seahorses and the seashells and the starfish and coral and all sorts of shells.
Where at some point after that,
crab,
they can then reveal the existence of extraterrestrial life, but always use Space Force as a means of assuring the American public that they are in control.
Can you tell our viewers on how they can learn more about what you're saying and putting out there, Doctor?
Why are you holding your glasses in this scene? That I don't. I know you just took them off. By the way, I have the same microphone. What's that? Everybody has that microphone? Okay.
You can go to my website, exopolitics.org. And
All right, that ends that. I guess he's done. That was great. Anyway, if you want to check that out, I can't drop the links in the chat room because I don't have that set up tonight. But that's it for tonight. You can watch earlier today's live stream for the test where I did gaming and we just had a little bit of fun getting things worked out. But other than that, is that it? We're done? I don't have any music. Do I? No. I do. I just didn't pull it up. Here it is. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you all for... Let me get this down. Thank you all for hanging out tonight on the new Goof on Radio stream. Doesn't look that much different now, but believe me, tomorrow will be a new experience again. Even though today's videos were incredibly clear, we'll be back tomorrow with even better me. Isn't that great? Look, I'm all hunched over like the hunchback of I gotta get a better posture. Don't forget, you can oh, Schnikey, did you know you can now donate to Goof on Radio through OBS? Yeah, I have a link. Hold on, let me pull it up. I don't know where it is. Tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Don't forget you can join the website at goofon.net for free. I'm Rich G. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, super chatters. Thanks, Third Phase, and everybody else. You guys take care.